What's up? This is your boy JERMZ from JERMZ Boxing, aka JERMZterdom is the boxing prophet. I just wanted to make a couple predictions real quick. I know I'm a little last minute on this one, but hey, who cares? So it's gonna be I'm gonna make the prediction for Wladimir Klitschko and Povetkin, and also gonna make the prediction for Manuel MARQUEZ and Timothy Bradley. Okay. So for right now, I'm just gonna start off with the Klitschko, Ukrainian beast. Okay. So what we know about Povetkin is that Povetkin is actually 100% all the way up until round 6. After round 6, he's a hugger. You know, he gets tired quick. There's a reason Teddy Atlas didn't want to throw him into the Klitschko's years ago when he thought he was ready, when all his people thought that he was ready. And there's even Teddy Atlas who went over there and tried to train him for a minute, was saying that he's not even ready, close to being ready to fight any of the Klitschko's. And in years and years of being with him, he still said the same thing, and then to the point where he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not even gonna train this guy anymore. You know, this guy, you know, he doesn't. It's not that he didn't listen to him. I don't know exactly why he dumped him, but you know, Teddy Atlas just didn't see it in him, basically. So and nothing's changed much since Povetkin, and I agree with Teddy. You know what I mean? He would have gotten demolished as if like he's gonna get demolished, you know, this time too. You see, Povetkin is really, you know, he's a stand-up guy. You know, he's got his little European style, not as European as Klitschko, but you know, he's got his technical, he's got his all default, you know, punching mode, but after round 6, it's a totally different Povetkin. Notice that in every fight, every time, when he gets to round 6, everything changes. He loses stamina. I don't know what it is, but he goes from being a really good shining star from the beginning and round, you know, from 1 to 6, and then after that he's like a mediocre boxer, like a motherfucker. And the only thing he's got going for him is his fake belt and his record. So that's the only reason why this fight's gonna be intriguing. I mean, I've wanted to see this fight. Povetkin does have, you know, everybody has a puncher's chance. In boxing, everybody's got a puncher's chance, but stylistically, I don't see Povetkin, I don't see, okay, put it this way. Eddie Chambers, okay? You put Eddie Chambers against Povetkin. Eddie Chambers was, he was just like, you know, popping him with the jab. Povetkin's eye was like was big, like Quasimodo eye, okay? It was really swollen. So if he can't take fast Eddie's jab, little short Eddie, then, you know, imagine what's gonna happen when a big Ukrainian, you know, 6'6" boxer starts shooting that jab towards you. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that. I'm just gonna see. He's gonna be feeding him that shit like a long dick, right in the face, and then ultimately he's gonna, you know, after round 6 of, you know, Povetkin trying to dodge that jab, he's gonna start swaying into that cross, and I feel like Klitschko is gonna land that perfect in round 7 or 8. Round 7 or 8, Klitschko is gonna have another one of those highlight knockout reels over Povetkin, because Povetkin is not gonna, he doesn't jab in, he doesn't go to the body, he doesn't know, he's just a boxer, regular boxer with some pop, and he has some highlight reels back in the day. Ooh-de-woo, you know what I'm saying? Who cares, you know? But this guy, I think Povetkin's not, he's not a hype, he's not a, what do you call it? He's not overrated. I mean, but he's not, you know, he's not underrated or overrated. He's just mediocre. But you can't be mediocre to beat somebody like Klitschko. You know what I mean? So that's all we're gonna see is a sacrificial, almost like a sacrificial lamb, but not really a sacrificial lamb. You're gonna see a little chess match. It's gonna get, you know, he might land 1, 2, 3, 4 good solid punches. Might even wobble Wladimir, but at the end you're gonna see those crosses and that straight. I mean, the jabs and those straight crosses. You know, going down the pike where what's his name? Povetkin is trying to. Whoa. Damn beat. The Povetkin is trying to, you know, keep his peekable shit up, but it's gonna be split. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen. Okay, now about Manuel MARQUEZ and what's his name, Timothy Bradley. That's a little different. Okay, when people get knocked out or people get hurt, you know, when their brain gets shaken up, they don't really take punches the same way. When he fought Provodnikov, Timothy Bradley, when he fought Provodnikov, there was moments where he was like punched retarded, you know, where he was like, oh, and still try to swing. Like, I see in his eyes that I think he was concussed. I'll tell you the truth. I think Timothy Bradley had a concussion and he kept fighting through it. And then he said that after he fought Povetkin, he was having dizzy spells. And, like, you know, kept getting dizzy. He had to go to the hospital. You know what I mean? So it did something to his brain. And punches like, I've seen punches like that. This is a normal story in boxing. When when after boxing, then they have trouble after the fight, and then the fight after that, it just becomes sitting ducks. Okay. Israel Vasquez is a perfect example. He, when he fought, I forgot who he fought, where he started having dizzy spells. And even the way he talked was a little different, just like a tiny slur, just a little bit. It happens to boxers, I just think that that's happening to Timothy Bradley. But when he went back in the rematch with, what's his name, Juan Manuel Marquez's brother, Rafael Marquez, he was knocked out silly. He wasn't able to take the punches. And not silly, he was cut up bad, but he wasn't able to take the punches as easy as he could before. Punchers, boxers that get, their head discombobulated as bad as Timothy Bradley did, by the next time they fight somebody with a little good pop, it'll probably hurt him. And that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, because look, Timothy Bradley is a fucking hurricane, okay? He might as well be Henry Armstrong now, like not as fast, but he throws punches like crazy. And he is saying that he's going to throw even more punches in this one. And I believe him, because he's a volume puncher. Now, a volume puncher versus a guy that has the most precise counter-punching abilities, he's going to give Juan Manuel Marquez infinity chances to fucking get countered. And I believe that Juan Manuel Marquez will actually catch him and hurt him and drop Timothy Bradley, where he's going to shock us again, you know what I'm saying? Because up in his weight, Juan Manuel Marquez can actually be more poised, and Timothy Bradley not having that one-punch knockout power to hurt Juan Manuel Marquez and throw him off of his game plan. I think Juan Manuel Marquez is going to be countering his ass all night, dropping him, hurting him, dropping him, hurting him. Maybe one time, maybe two times, maybe even knocking him out. But I'm just going to say it's going to be a majority decision. A unanimous decision over Juan Manuel Marquez. But don't be surprised if he does knock out Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley's not the same Timothy Bradley, the one that I used to, root for. He was really, really hurt bad when he fought. When he fought Manny Pacquiao. It's Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao jumps around. He does his thing. But Juan Manuel Marquez is going to look more for that one punch, and I believe that he can look for it. I believe that Timothy Bradley, if he opens up as much as he opens up, is going to let himself a very, very open book for Juan Manuel Marquez. He's going to study him, break him down, and then boom, go for the kill. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't really have to go further to really look for a Bradley. This is going to be like a bull and a matador, except the bull is not going to have really much horns. It's going to have little horns, and it's going to be opening up a lot for Juan Manuel. Juan Manuel is going to be catching him. He's going to be catching him, and I believe that that's what's going to happen, okay? So, yeah, Klitschko is going to knock out Povetkin, and Juan Manuel Marquez is going to be countering Bradley's ass all night. Don't be surprised if he gets knocked out. Bradley gets knocked out, but I believe Juan Manuel Marquez is going to win a unanimous decision, all right? So that's it for today, JERMZ Boxing. Hey, JERMZ is the boxing prophet. Let me know if you any other predictions you want me to see, go over or whatever, okay? That's it. I'm going to try to upload this quick before the Klitschko fight, all right?